Hello! I've decided to do something a little unusual. Normally yo-yo brands are pretty secretive about their upcoming releases until it's time to launch, which makes some sense. Don't start building up hopes until you're ready to deliver. But since I'm doing a mad rush of 12 yo-yos in 12 months, I think it's probably more sensible to give you as much warning as I can. So I'm going to tell you what's coming up the next 2 months, and last month, but this month, because I got a little behind. So one of the gambles of running a yo-yo business is hoping the machine shop gets done on time, because there's only so much time between when you give them money and when you can sell yo-yos that you can afford to have that money tied up. So I'm kind of constantly playing the game of, well, if I want to release in May, I need to have the yo-yos ordered in March, hopefully so I can receive them in the middle of April, but that sometimes falls apart, especially early in the year. So what I ended up with is the Metalhead, which technically I released in April because I did a limited pre-order for my mailing list, but is actually going to hopefully be released next week when they're in. They're done, they're getting mailed to me on Monday, so that is great. So Metalhead coming. But what's next? Because I'm kind of going to be releasing 2 yo-yos in 1 month now, because I got behind. So I will be sticking to my plan and releasing a second yo-yo in May. What I haven't decided is if I'm just going to do both at once or give you 3 weeks in between. So next up though, boom. That's what it looks like. I'm not going to tell you anymore, but that's next. Now, for a little reference, it's a little thinner than the Metalhead. Camera angle, thinner, but larger in diameter. So really weird and unique yo-yo, this one. When we prototyped it, our first prototype was a disaster. I was testing a new shop and they didn't get the bearing seat measurements right, so I basically had a responsive, giantly oversized yo-yo. It was not good. But what's cool about how this turned out is it's got the titanium ding. Listen. I really hope the camera picked that up, but it's if you tap it on something, you get a ring like a bell. It's really cool. Anyhow, that's probably next up. It's going to be called the SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and as you'd expect, it's going to be aliens invading themed. After that, we released this guy in February, the Loonie. Everybody loved it. I'm getting messages daily asking when there are more. Well, I got that same question from retail stores as soon as I released it, saying, we want them. So I thought, well, how can I account for having to do a retail markup on top of a yo-yo I've already released, because I can't sell it for the same price as this and allow stores to make their profit. So I thought, well, Canadian dollar, if I'm going to ship it to American stores, I got to account for exchange rate. So we took it and we multiplied it by 1.35 to get an American dollar. So we have a 35% wider Loonie. Same tiny pocketable diameter, but a little bit wider, more stable. I don't know the math on that, it just plays more stable on the string. So that's coming, fingers crossed. June should have those. They're being machined this week. After that, maybe I'll tell you again next month. But we have many good things to come. So there you go. That's the what's coming in the next couple months for Rain City. Thanks for watching.